The Joe Rogan Experience.
He's got to be the oddest guy on Twitter. Him and John McAfee. That John McAfee guy.
Still running around?
Oh, yeah. He's like halfway trolling people. It's hard to tell what he's doing. Like what he's doing seems to be like almost like some of it's very theatrical. You remember when we interviewed him when he was on the run? We interviewed him remotely when he was on the run for murder, and he was saying that it was all nonsense. And when I was asking him about meth, like how much meth are you really smoking meth? Like I read an article that showed that you had a meth lab that you built in your backyard. And he's like, well, that was all fiction. Remember?
Yeah.
He was like, that was a prank. I was trolling people.
I believe that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't.
He's old school. He's an old school troll.
I don't think he was cooking it. I think he was straight up Breaking Bad in his backyard. Where was he, in Belize? Like, where was he?
Somewhere really weird.
Something like that. But someplace where it all went sideways on him, right? Didn't his neighbor wind up getting murdered? That's why he was on the run, right? Yeah. What a character.
What happened to that?
What a character. The guy was a fucking antivirus mogul, you know? I mean, that's McAfee. McAfee antivirus.
Yeah.
He was it was like Norton and McAfee. Those are the two big names in antivirus.
I wonder what Norton's up to right now.
He's probably hanging out in McAfee's old place in Belize, smoking his leftover meth. Those dudes who fucking escape society and go and move to some small island and get some little native girlfriends. That's a weird move, right?
That's a great move.
Do you think you'd ever see yourself doing that?
Hell yes.
You could podcast from an island somewhere.
As soon as that's possible, being hologram style anywhere, that's when like you could have somebody on as a guest as a podcast, but in hologram form.
Well, listen, if we decided to set up a studio like on an island somewhere and do the podcast from an island somewhere, and we'd have to fly some guests in, right? Like say if there's a few of us, we just talk shit about the news, all the things that are going down, the Trump impeachment, this and that. We all did it from an island somewhere, and occasionally we fly people in. Say if you do it on Lanai, right? Everybody flies into the Four Seasons, stay in a nice place.
Has to be somewhere where there's no hurricanes, though. So
they don't get too many hurricanes out
Catalina
there.
Island.
It sounds like what Jeffrey Epstein pitched to get people on his plane to come out to his island.
It does.
Yeah, come on now. We're just having a conversation on the island.
But we're not banging any kids.
Yeah,
we're just trying to relax.
He's still alive anyway, so we can just go to his island.
Do you think he's still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's on that island.
How funny is it that people just stop talking about the fact that guy got whacked?
Yeah.
For sure they whacked that guy. I mean, out of all the things that I'm sure about that I don't know, and this is one that I'm most sure. I'm most sure they murdered that guy. He knew so much from so many different people and all the things that went wrong. Even Michael Shermer, who is like a professional skeptic who doesn't believe in anything, he found out that the cameras were broken and they weren't working on the day the guy got offed. He's like, oh, maybe this is a conspiracy. Duh! You think? You think the guy... Clinton flew to his fucking island 26 times. He flew with Epstein. Well, I don't know if he flew to his island, but he flew on Epstein's jet 26 different times.
They held El Chapo there for quite a long time, and nothing happened to him.
What?
At that same facility.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, like no one had died there for like 26 years or something like that since the 90s. Yeah, that's what I heard.
They whacked that guy. The most hilarious thing is, did you ever see who his cellmate was?
No.
His cellmate was a fucking gorilla.
Really?
Like the biggest guy you could ever imagine being in your cell. Like the guy looked like if you were going to have a movie about the worst possible cellmate you could ever have, it would be this guy. Look at this guy. Look at the fucking size of the guy.
I'm so glad he's white.
And he's a former cop. A former cop built like a brick shithouse. I mean, he's enormous. What is that guy's name?
Nicholas Tartaglione or something.
Yeah, he was a bad cop. The cop went bad. But when you look at the size of him, you're like, come on, man. That's really his
That's what
cellmate.
he looked like before he went in.
Oh, look at that bad dog.
And that's him now.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's fucking huge. A huge, gigantic, muscled up dude was his cellmate. And was he there when he got offed?
No.
He wasn't there.
No.
What a convenience.
He was there the first time, but he committed suicide.
Oh,
Or
the first time he
commit
tried?
Suicide.
Yeah.
He saved him.
What did this
He saved him?
ex-cop do?
Mm-hmm. He killed 4 people on a bad coke deal.
Whoopsies.
They had it coming.
No big deal. Whatever. A bad coke deal. But how funny is that that's his cellmate? Like, what do we got? What do we got? Well, we got a murderer that's built like a brick shithouse. Let's put him in there with him.
He got some wet cocaine.
He's transferred out the eve of his suicide. Like, hey, Vincent.
Yeah, then they had the doctor picture with Ghislaine Maxwell at the In-N-Out in Studio City.
Yeah.
It was just like, well, they put that out, disappeared,
Right.
made the news, doctor photoshopped for some reason.
Where's that lady?
No one knows. They didn't even know where she was at the time, and then that picture came out. They thought she was in Boston or something.
Out of
Martha's
all
Vineyard, I don't
the
know.
high-profile cases, out of all of them, that's got to be the most strange, right? This guy has an island. On the island, he has a building that's colored in it's painted in the colors of the Israeli flag. They think he's a Mossad agent. He's some sort of intelligence agent. The reporter that said that he was released earlier was given a sweet deal because he was intelligence. That's not been verified, right?
Right. That came from one article, that Vanity Fair thing,
Right.
piece on him that got repeated a lot, but I don't know that
We don't
came
know if
from
it's
anywhere other than
substantiated.
that.
Right. Jesus, the whole thing, though. Jesus Christ, what a crazy story. This is the strangest time because every day there's new things coming at you so hard and fast. You can't keep up with it.
Yeah, this was his drone. There was someone flying a drone over his island. They stopped 3 weeks ago, I guess, but for almost every day there was updated drone footage for some reason. I don't know how this person was getting it there.
They must have had a boat.
But yeah, he paid something like $50,000 extra to have a cement truck delivered there a couple months before he got arrested.
What?
Like he had a cement truck shipped out to his island, and they think some shit got buried in that tunnel or something. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
So they've been they have footage on this island pre-raid and post-raid of the FBI making it there.
Yeah, there was one like last week or 2 weeks ago where they supposedly saw him sitting in a
Yeah,
Jeep.
they thought so, but it was
Yeah,
just like a
and
worker
that's-
from the
yeah,
island.
There's going to be so many stories about this, but we're never going to know. It's going to be one of those things that's like the Kennedy assassination or something, where decades will go by. You'll hear all these crazy different stories. People will write books about it, but you'll never really know exactly what happened.
Hey, we should get
What
this
happens
island.
to this island? Like, what happens to it?
How much do you think an island costs?
It's probably going to be cheap because no one wants to live on
Yeah.
Pedophile Island. So this could be the place, Joe.
Yeah, that could be. I mean,
Oh, bro.
there's helicopter stops there. Right?
Look at
I
that
don't
beautiful
know,
water.
bro. I don't know if that's really smart. It doesn't seem like a good move. It seems like you want to do like what Roseanne did. You get a place on an island that is already populated, a bunch of nice people. You establish yourself as a valuable member in the community, and then you set up a little camp there. Imagine the Big Island. The Big Island might be the move. Set up a fucking studio on the Big Island.
Hell yeah.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
It's not a bad idea, right?
Keck Observatory. Can we do it up there? Will they let us?
No, they
So
won't
just-
even let them build a new telescope.
What if we take a tent and a microphone up there then?
No, they get mad at you. You're littering.
Temporary.
No.
All right.
No, you don't want to be up there anyways. No air. So that's
Just wanna
really
do a
hot.
podcast
It's
while
like
we watch.
11,000 square feet. Red Band be blacking out. we need to have something like near like Kona, like where the Four Seasons is. See, again, the Four Seasons.
Bring oxygen with us.
I'm Four Seasons
All right,
minded.
all
right. Oxygen
We fly
basement.
people into the Four Seasons. We rent a suite at the Four Seasons, set it up as a studio.
Yes.
Sounds great. But we have to have an
Yes.
escape oxygen like basement we can go to just in case of a hurricane or something crazy happens.
An oxygen basement?
Or like an escape room.
We could
during-
Airbnb it out to other podcasters that need a vacation. Not anyone,
Fuck
but like your
that.
friend, like a
No.
good friend of yours.
Fuck that. They would ruin it. Yeah.
Maybe farts.
Come on, Ari's gonna go there and fill it with
No,
MDMA.
not
all the
Ari.
water,
Not
all the seal
Ari.
in the water be broken. Yeah, trust me, bad idea.